And welcome back to EPIC36. My name is Freddy or Grimmy Rana, and now I'm joined by a different, but some would say even sexier, Mr. Tom Sneaky Beaky, the Jesus impersonator himself. We saw a very one-sided first game, but looking at a game we didn't stream, Blackhand, a team that I wrote in the article, team to beat. It's their land to lose pretty much because they are the favourites and they've already lost first round against no other than JC Kicker and Sash AFP. However, getting back into this one, we've got Mr. Tom Fatal, the Scottish team basically, up against Milkman Academy. Firstly though, how are you doing, my fine sir?
Oh, I'm doing wonderfully, thank you. It's lovely to be back on LAN. I've been itching ever since I had my first in October. And yeah, honestly, the event's already shaped up to be incredibly fun. And it was, despite the scoreline, a fun first match to watch. And some nice, you know, bomb mishaps from you. That did give me a chuckle. And also, you looked very sexy up here with Brandon, the birthday boy, of course. But how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. And like, we do know Overpass, I struggle with elephants and what elephants are. And then I also struggle with bomb plants. So Overpass, I feel like it's just a bit of a cursed map for me. Overpass doesn't exist in my map pool, even though I really like it. But it looks like we are going to be playing Mirage. This is only best of ones. And that's where the upsets do happen. Like, as I was saying, Blackhand have already lost. Best of ones, upsets. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen in group games. And this game as well, I feel like the Milkmen, they have the advantage. They're going to be the favorites going into this just because they're a little bit more consistent across their roster. You've got Whiffin, the AWPer. He's one of the best AWPers in the UK scene right now. More to the fact that we don't have many, but he is up there. And then Moz and Sin as well. Both individually very good on that rifle. And then on Tom Fatal, you've pretty much kind of like, you're looking at Wolfie and then Hasnoodle.
Yeah. I mean, I reckon their caliber will be enough to make this competitive, though. I don't think this is going to be as much of a whitewash as the previous game. And also, Mirage is a very puggy map, so it doesn't really matter what your team composition is. There is always that freedom to take the more complicated aim duels, and sometimes it does just come down to aim rather than strategy, because there's very little that you can pull out on Mirage these days that will really surprise people. It's a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill involved for a lot of these rounds.
I think that is one of the problems with Mirage. I would say some of the main things that you can pull out is just a change of paces. Like, you're playing a little bit slow to mid, and then bam, next round you're up connected within 10 seconds. You catch off the players with maybe a little bit of an A pop, B pop here and there. But yeah, I'm looking at Milkmen. In my opinion, I feel like they are quite a strong team as well. Art, I forgot, he's obviously a very good player as well. So yeah, Milkman definitely, I would say, some of the favourites to go into this tournament. And Tom Fatal, an upset is potential, and I definitely do see it being there. And Wolfie as well, I'm going to continue highlighting him because he was one player in my article I was talking about. He was 13th highest last LAN. He made top 8. He carried me to top 8. So I feel like I've seen him firsthand. I've seen him online. His stats have been absolutely unbelievable in advance this season. I feel like that's also one thing to say is that they've made to where they are, and Wolfie has just been unbelievable. If he can do it online against someone like literal JW and Flusher, I think he can do it against the Dombox.
I mean, he has been one of the shining outbreak stars of the UK scene for a little while now.
Yeah.
He just puts up very impressive numbers regardless of the team he's playing with. And as you said, he did win Open. They made it to Advance, and that is already a pretty good story. And, I mean, again, I think this will make it a competitive game, despite what you're saying about team structure. And Mirage, it's going to be a strong map for him.
Yes, well, you'd hope, because if we're talking about individual, just mechanical prowess, I think like I can say for starters, I've seen him pop off on Mirage playing with me. So like I can already straight away say, yeah, he's good at Mirage. And then sorry, I completely forgot that Mazza was playing for Tom Fatal. Yeah, I couldn't figure out which team. I thought he was playing with like Team Fatal for some reason. Mazza, he came third last LAN. He subbed in for Lucent last second. He's someone we haven't seen as much in the UK scene recently. He's kind of taken a step back, like with exams and stuff like that. I know he was saying. I think he got a little bit of an arm injury, but him on the AWP, my god, we're talking about best AWPers in the scene.
I mean, fun fact for you, he carries my university team. Like when
Does he?
Yeah, he's on the same course as me at Uni of Nottingham. And
well, used to be.
Well, used to be.
Same.
We'll get into that later, ladies and gents. But outside of that, yeah, he every time he plays for us, his favourite map is Mirage.
Yes.
He will only play Mirage for the first team of Knots, and he will carry. He will drop like 40 in regulation and like a 16-5 scoreline. He loves this map. It's his playground, and I think coupled with the rest rest of the players on this roster, he will be a heavy hitter and very hard for Milkmen Academy to deal with if he's in good form.
Yeah, I think I've seen Mazza pop off on multiple HLTV games on Mirage. I feel like it's just one of those things. Oh, okay, Wolfie just starting off with a little bit of a flare with a run boost there, but the ninth round will be going underway. Not as much of a lenience, I think, on the city side as we were talking about on Overpass, but Mirage definitely does have that lenience of the counter-terrorist. It's a city side meta, and, well, Mirage commented that, and Tom Fatal, well, they're pretty good at their knives because they go flawless until they start stabbing each other.
That's a pretty good start. Get the confidence building. It is only a knife round, but obviously getting the opportunity to choose which side you start on is always a little bit of fun. Now, I don't know. I am actually of the wild opinion that sometimes starting on the T side is more beneficial to you because of the combat capabilities of that CT side. And for a map like Mirage that is fairly 50-50, like as much as the map pool goes, it's like Mirage and Inferno that are the most evenly matched in the pool. I would honestly favour starting on that T side, and I know very few people share that opinion, but I just want to start promoting this philosophy. You know, I've promoted it on stream before, but yeah, I think we need to see more T side starts. We've not really seen that since like 2015.
You know, when you were saying it was a wild opinion,
yeah,
there's a reason for that.
Well, thank you, Freddie. Yeah.
Well, just I think it's kind of cold, hard facts, but we will see. To be fair, we saw the Overpass T side popping off, so you never know. But now, the Milkmen Academy starting on your favourite T side. They're going straight towards Apps, and Yenny, he's the only player here to hold. He could be in for a gnarly surprise.
Well, Yenny, P2000 jump spotting, sees all of them, runs away, allowing for a couple of his teammates to come and fill in this bomb site with him, but they're being overwhelmed. Yenny does find the bomb carrier though, and what? Oh my goodness! Finds two, Synergy does trade one back, but it is a 4 versus 3 already. Make that 3v3 as WFN catches one of his own. Oh,
yes,
wow.
Wait, I thought that was the team kill there, but no, Hasnoodle, he's coming insane, only 19 HP left, but it's all down to the Dom box, and he'll get decapitated. Hasnoodle with a 3k, and you best believe he's screaming in that LAN hall.
What an incredible start. That was a very fast pistol round. Lots of impeccable headshots coming through. And into the second round, a very strong buy for this Tom Fatal side. On the side of Milkmen, we got a couple of Deagles coming through here, but for the most part, they're keeping money up for that all-important third round. And Synergy misses the opening opportunity to find the 1 Deag Mazza, a nice little spray down with the M4. As Hadnoodle peeks on in as well, and the upgraded pistols, they find a 1-tap each. WFN and Arts joining the kill feed, putting us into a 3v3, but still admittedly unwinnable.
Yeah, I think that's it. They're both pretty much tickling distance away from losing their lives. The one thing here for Tom Fatal is just picking up those upgraded rifles that they have dropped. You can see M2K's already got that A1S, and I think there should be an M4 somewhere. Yenny's got that, so a FAMAS on the ground if Wolfie elects to upgrade there. But I've seen him do some magical stuff with the MP9. I don't know if you remember in the highlight video, literally right here, right where M2K is, he gets a 1v3 with the MP9, and my reaction, I will say, is priceless. But can M2K do the exact same thing? Now he's got upgraded pistols, no armor, very low HP, just try and deny the bomb. Hold on a second, he's got a kill there, he has lost his life. Yenny though, very fast rotation, he can't deny this bomb. The bomb plant's going to go down, that's so much extra money for the Milkmen Academy they can't afford to give away. And this is actually in a scenario where Milkmen could take this home, Tom.
This has been a very tumultuous second round of play. And Moz's positioning does allow him to pick up an MP9 as well, but he does get her dropping by Wolfie, and thankfully for Tom Fatal, they do recover things, but that was an incredibly good attempt from the Milkmen Academy there. Bomb plant, 3 kills to their name with just a Deagle and a P250. I mean, yeah, Tom Fatal need to be a lot more clean in a round like that.
Oh, 100%. And the fact that M2K as well doesn't get a single frag. He's got an A1S. They're popping out of Palace. He doesn't even fire a shot, and he gets close range dinked by a P250. They win the round, but at what cost? Milkmen Academy, they definitely, I would actually say, have the advantage going into this one. Whiffin already has their AWP out, boosted early on. Ooh, does he get the frag? No, Hasnoodle just jumps over his scope.
And with that, he will be extinguishing the connector smoke. And, well, they've not really gone for mid-control in this round just yet. They've got to stack up towards the top. Bomb is dropped. Otherwise, it is just a bit of an excursion for Wolfie in towards short. Sitting on the ladder very patiently as a slower pace comes on in, which is perfectly understandable after the frantic nature of the previous. But yeah, obviously, our first gun round of the game. No more pistols in play. M2K on that MP9 could be a little bit of a problem later on as Moz goes hunting in towards the apartment. Will he check Yenny sitting on the balcony?
I mean, it's one of those weird positions where it's common, but it's not something that you do check sometimes. Wolfie, though, I feel like he's in the hot seat here, and, well, that's exactly why. He has 2 players in front of him. Synergy will decapitate him, and, well, Yenny doesn't need to get clear because he swings right into Moz, and that round, it's pretty much done and dusted. Mazza, he is here with his A1S, not his AWP of choice, and, well, speaking about AWPers, Whiffin's going to pick himself up a second, and the Milkmen, they win the first gun round, and that is going to be a technical pause coming out. Not sure the reason, and hopefully we're not here for too long, and I think it's already, potentially, I think we're already straight back into it, because, Tom, I think you did see last time so long it took. There was a medic came in, people were leaving the server, it was pandemonium, I was scared, children were crying, no one knew what happened. It's okay, we got it, we're fine.
We're back. I think the term you were looking for in your stuttering was match medic.
Match medic. Oh, match medic. Yeah.
Yeah, but outside of the technical pauses, this has been a rough third round for Tom Fatal. Only getting a single kill, losing all the rifles. I mean, they can invest into this one, but I wouldn't advise it with the economy right now. Well, they could go for the full force buy, but at the same time, just a couple of P250s I think would do them much better, especially with the way they've been dealing with this aggression from Milkman Academy. It's not been fantastic just yet. Give yourselves a chance to buy decently in the next round, but no, they're already going to be fully investing into this one. And, well, Milkman Academy, they should still walk away with an easy second, but that scout could do some good damage and has Noodle on the FAMAS. Definitely not something to trounce. I realise now that they can't see this, can they?
No, they can't see that because we're still, yeah. So I think there's a technical pause, but it feels like everyone in the server, maybe there's just a bit of, I don't know what the issue would be. Maybe a bit of overheating.
Bit of lag, bit of overheating.
But both teams are buying into it, and we will be going underway yet again. Tom and Fatal still in the lead, but for how long?
Good question. I reckon, as I said, this will be a fairly easy whitewash of a round, especially with the aim we saw coming out as soon as they picked up the rifles. Very impressive headshots coming through, and also a couple of weird decisions from Tom Fatal in terms of positioning. It did just allow them to get trounced a little. And Moz, well, he will be the first to take damage, but Wolfie down to 45 with just a Desert Eagle. Can't do too much from his current position. What a clear from Synergy. Beautiful stuff. As well, that's a pretty solid start for the Milkmen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Synergy really cleared that at all. He just flicked onto M2K's head. Fair play to him. And, well, okay, speaking about flicks, Yenny, he's up for grabs there with his Deagle. Nice shots all across the board, but it's Mazza and Wolfie, the dynamic duo, the two we were saying, the highs of Tom Fatal. I mean, as good as they are, I feel like this is more than a tall order.
Yeah, I mean, what, 2v4, Scout and a Deagle. Wolfie's already tagged on down to below half health. Arts is potentially going to be heard in jungle there. And Mazza, yeah, as he says, finds a nice Scout shot. But again, it is just damage. There is no saving this round. They're going to want to try and save this armor, save their weaponry over into the next. And Moz is hunting, but Wolfie's not going to walk into his crosshairs. But an equalised scoreline early doors means that, well, the Milkman Academy have the economy to try and run away with this a little bit at the start of the game.
It is a dangerous one to start gaining an early momentum on this T side of Mirage, and well, you were saying maybe you want to pick into it, so this could be a testament of why. Have the save armor from Wolfie and the Deagle, save armor and Scout on Mazza. They're pretty much the two people I'm looking at right now, and Mazza's already putting that Scout to good use. Whiffin tagged down to 13 HP. However, the problem is not towards middle, it's towards this B bomb site. They're popping in here. Yenny, he did well on the pistol round. Can he do well now against the upgraded guns? But Wolfie, he's here to help. He's holding them off. He's getting a frag, lining Yenny up, but again, he's only got that P2K. There's only so much you can do. The rotations are here. M2K could deny the bomb. He'll do so. Picks up an AK. The pandemonium, and it's actually favoring Tom Fatal.
Oh my god!
Got one kill. He got the USP kill onto the tag down player. 2v2. They're smoked out. The smokes are fading. The bomb will finally be planted. And Milkman Academy somehow not easily winning this round.
I really need to stop underestimating these pistols. And Mazza, he's got the perfect positioning here, creeping in through short.
No! He
Misses
has
the headshot! He goes back, fails to hit the shot again, and that will result in the death of Hasnoodle. He's only got 14 HP in this 1v2 now. Scout in tow, no idea where the others are located, creeping around the bomb site. He doesn't have time, he's not got this kit, and down he goes to the Dom box. And there was so much potential there for greatness. It would have been the 2v1 if he lands that headshot, but no, just a couple of inches too low, and that will result in, albeit a very tumultuous round win, a round win still for the Milkmen. They lead 3-2, but Tom Fatal, what an attempt with the P2000s and the USPs doing a bulk of the damage there.
Yeah, what a messy round. And honestly, I thought that was a headshot. I really thought that had connected. But going into this one now, we've got guns out for both sides. AWP out for Mazza. He's been able to upgrade from that scout. And look at this connector play. Look at Mods. He catches M2K off guard. He's had a slower game so far. M2K definitely won over towards the A bomber site. I'm looking to step up. And it's pretty much all down to Hasnoodle now. He does not get cleared on that first angle. Puts it back into the advantage. They're going for him. But it will not to be any avail. Hasnoodle holding strong. But whiffing, he could be the demise.
Yeah, sitting in the palace with this AWP, but he looks like he's too cautious to really peek into this. Will hear the reload, though, and perfect timing from that Molotov. Forces Hasnoodle into a corner, but he's going to swing! How the hell does he land that kill onto Arts? It's now a 4 versus 1, and poor old WFN, well, he's just going to try and save that AWP. They know exactly where he is. Flashbang rains on out, and Hasnoodle does go down. A little bit of an overextension there. Doesn't wait for his teammates to come and back him up, but there will be Wolfie in towards TV room. Slowly creeping his way up. There should realistically not be an escape here for the AWP, but that
I don't
timing.
think he saw, no.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
But Wolfie does
Double
back the
AWP?
frag and
No.
not
Okay.
quite.
Oh, wait. Did he go back? I don't know what happened. But Harry's having a game right now. 8-5. He had that pistol 3k.
Yep.
He's had that 3k there. To be fair, that is 6 of his 8 kills. But he's pretty much won them 2 of the rounds they've got. And they've only got 3. So, like, fair play to him. He's done pretty well so far. Can it continue into the later parts of this one? And, well, this is a pretty good start. Straight through the smoke, Moz loses his life.
Yeah, brilliant opener from Mazza there from the window. And Yenny, is he going to be going aggressive through the apartments? Does Molotov to give himself that space, but he does need to be careful, as there is 2 players to receive him outside this smoke. Is that not quite a one-way?
Yeah, I thought for a second. No, but you were just saying, has to be careful. And Arts will catch him off guard. The Irish player, he will put it back into the advantage. But look at this, Hasnoodle. We were saying Harry's having a good game. That's exactly. He's going to have the bomb in front of him. Will he expect, though, Synergy? Synergy's definitely hurt him, I feel like. Synergy, he has pulled out his AK now. His duel is going to pretty much decide the round. And, well, Harry's doing pretty well so far. 2 kills in the round for him. He's put himself into a 2KD. First player to hit double digits. He's got the bomb in his grasp. A minute left on the clock. Milkman Academy have a lot of time to play with. But it's like, well, what can they do, really?
Yeah, they've got a nade and a Molotov, which will be very helpful in allowing them to get a bit of control back in TV room. But the main problem is I believe the bomb is on the platform just outside. And oh my goodness.
But, like,
the timing is just appalling there. Hasnoodle goes to check T-spawn and gets shot in the side of the head. Mazza comes to cover the B site in the meantime. As M2K creeps up connector, but they're still heavily focusing on this A bomb site. They will be running in through middle now, though. This is where Mazza needs to shine. They're pushing Catwalk, and the smoke comes down, but they don't clear. But Mazza, that's a huge miss, but he does come back for another. Oh, Mazza! That is absolutely beautiful from the man. Well, that just about rectifies the initial mistake. That was just stunning from the man.
I didn't realize we were watching Draken. Misses the easiest shot you can possibly hit. Hits the first quickscope and then just does something that is a hate crime to whiff him. That is ridiculous. Quickscope, flick, wall bang, headshot. He's got every single box ticked. And, well, Milkman Academy, they're going fast. And Mazza is continuing his success from last round. Wolfie lining them up. Good for 3. And Whiffen will be left all by himself. 1v4. 1v5, actually, rather. What can he do? Some damage, though. Ooh, hold on a second. If he gets one more kill here, it's definitely successful. But no, Milkman Academy, they're going to lose that run. Understandable. Didn't invest too much. And Tom Fatal, 2-round advantage now.
That's why we like Mazza carrying us on the UON first team.
That's what he does.
That's what he does on Mirage. It's his playground, and he's only just accentuating that here. M2K, on the flip side of things, is taking a little bit of time to warm into things. He's had a couple of questionable positionings on the CT side, like a couple of overextensions, but WFN catching Hasnoodle early, one of the top performers for the CT side, is definitely going to be a nice confidence booster for the Milkmen after losing a very unlucky previous round. But with Mazza, Mazza actually got Moz? Yeah. Jesus.
Don't know how he hit that, but, well, interesting from Mazza, to say the least. Fair enough,
No support util, just goes for the dry swing.
I mean, like, he had full utility as well. I think he could have done anything else but what he did. But look at this now. Wolfie actually loses the Angel there. He's a player that you do not want to be seeing losing duels like this if you are on the Tom Fatal side. And, well, Milkmen Academy, they're going towards this B bomb site now. They've got a 2-man advantage. Tom Fatal are stacking towards the A bomb site. It's kind of like, you have to do something. You're gonna stack somewhere. Yenny, normally the B anchor, will not be there to hold down his baby of a B bomb site. And Milkmen Academy, they'll be claiming their 4th round.
I mean, this is just a save from Tom Fatal, as you said. A free 4th round for the Milkmen Academy. And honestly, I think that round definitely should have gone a little bit differently. But in terms of Mazza overextending towards underpass, he even had Wolfie in connector who could have flashed in for him, and that would have been 2 blinded players. He goes in, grabs the first frag, and falls back. Thankfully, M2K does retrieve that AWP.
He does not fall back there.
Oh, I mean, he didn't have the opportunity
Mazza does not fall back there. If he gets flashed in and sees 2 players underpass blinded, he's going for both of them. We've seen what he can do. We've seen his confidence. I know firsthand. He believes himself to be one of the best AWPers in the UK scene, and understandably so. Look at it. Like, look at this. Like, he continuously stepped in for Lucent, and well, they get 3rd place, and his stats were really good. He's played at like a very high level in the European scene, and he's probably one of the highest, he's probably one of the most experienced players in this LAN, and like I feel like he's going to only prove it the more we play games, to be honest, and like his experience is going to shine, and I feel like in this game this is a potential and start to show that experience.
I mean, he was one of the lockdown legends, you could say. He was playing for UMX for a while.
He was like the lockdown legend.
He was the lockdown legend. There was some great Counter-Strike, and
that's why.
Mazza,
yep, you know what can you do about that?
I mean, yeah, I know we are the ones with the 360 Hz monitors, but Mazza's, he's just built different. He doesn't care about the hertz, he just deals the pain, but Hasnoodle, that's a bit of a sticky one. Walks straight into the open arms of Dombox.
Blind as well.
Fully blinded, yeah.
Gets team flashed, and well, Yenny, he lets Moz get past without realizing, and even though this started off very well, Wolfie tries to salvage it, and wait, hold on, that kill is actually really huge because
2v2.
Synergy's been taken down towards the A-bomb site, so that means now we're back into a 2v2. Mazza is still alive, and that's one player I want to highlight. He's jumping towards short, he has been heard, he will spot out Moz, and he just doesn't care. He just continues running. Right?
Okay.
But Dombox is going to... Dombox isn't... What's happening?
I'm not really sure what is happening here. It looks as if they're collapsing on towards this B site as the CT side, but Dombox, he's the bomb carrier. He's just been given a free A site. They've been so distracted by the glimmer of Mars that they've seen that Mazza goes down because he doesn't expect the swing, and M2K, bless him, I don't think this will be a round for him as Mars decapitates swiftly, and that 2v2 gets turned on its head incredibly quickly. And with that, we have a 5-5 equalised scoreline as the T side, well, they start to wriggle their way back comfortably into the swing of things.
I mean, the fact that Moz goes for a left eye peek there onto the AWP and actually wins the aim battle.
Very impressive.
It's impressive, but that's something that's like it's not something you can rely on. It's a very that's just something that like you can't see that happening too often. So that round, a little bit too close, I feel like, for comfort. I think the Milkmen Academy, they kind of relied a little bit too much on a little bit luck there, I think I would say. But no, I think Yenny, he's on his full eco again. He's got his P2K. This time he'll actually be rewarded a frag. He will have Wolfie on his USP to help him. And wait, hold on a second.
Oh, God.
Got a 2-man advantage. And this, like, surely this doesn't continue in the same fashion. Player solo, Dombox is on 10 HP. Whiffen will retrieve that bomb and run away with it. They've got 4 players alive, Tom Fatal. They've got rifles to pick up. And this is actually a round where they might win.
This was unupgraded pistols on the B-bomb site, finding 3 frags, with Wolfie landing a double dink onto the short player. WFN does catch Hasnoodle. It's a 3v2, everyone's health is all over the place. Mazza, with the most HP of 37, does have an AK picked up now, and Yenny, he's going for a push through TV room. If he continues this, he might catch both top mid players off guard, but instead, actually I like this play from him. He's locking off the bomb site, waiting patiently. all the way at the deep end of the apartments. And as both of the Milkman Academy make their way down Catwalk, well, they're not going to quite catch a glimpse of M2K. He sits patiently in Firebox.
They're really not going to catch a glimpse of him.
They're really not going to get a glimpse of him.
He's very far away. Mazza, though, seems to have an idea that they are coming up short. You can see he's running around everywhere. He's not being very distinctive where he's going, but he's holding down his position. He's going to move yet again, and they're going to go straight into his crosshair. He puts Whiffin down to 27 HP. Yenny is so far away, though. Look, everyone on this... the HP collectively between these three people is less than 50. Yenny coming in from apps, M2K with his Deagle coming in from short. The retake is going to come in. They have no kit. They have no armor, more specifically. And Yenny's just going to have to hit this first bullet with the AK. Both of them are going to have to try do something. But Whiffin, he gets his first frag, but will get naded down. Hold on a second. M2K wins it with a Kobe. And Milkman Academy, they're going to throw away probably the easiest round they could have had.
Oh no, not like this, Freddy. Well, it's a solid start to the swing of things. But Tom Fatal, what a round to be stealing away. It was a beautiful Yenny Wolfie tag team over towards the B bomb site. They had the P2000, the USP. They managed to land 2 gorgeous kills into the apartments. And then with Wolfie's double dink onto the short player, I mean, that was just elegance at its finest.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. And now Tom Fatal, they have the advantage going into this round. Just the absolute pure confidence. And as we are playing at LAN, you just have that, you know, like you're screaming. You win a full eco, you are sitting happy. Milkman Academy, they will still have a buyback into this one. Whiffin has the big green out, and I'm kind of looking at him now to try and see if he can be a little bit more distinctive than he has been so far. Hasnoodle whiffs a spray there very confidently, dry swings onto Moz, and that will be the downfall momentarily for Tom Fatal.
Yeah, but only momentarily. They've still got 4 players left to play with. Utility will force Yenny off the angle, though. Catwalk is being encroached upon, does fall away, but the Dom box... Well, he's not going to push for his own utility here. 2-man stack towards the B bomb site now for Tom Fatal as the Milkman Academy. Well, they're scrambling all over middle. They're running up Catwalk where they don't account for Yenny's position. He finds one, and Wolfie, he's going to double up. The Kings of the B bomb site, they strike again, and Wolfie drops the bomb carrier. Mazza chimes in for the finale, and that is 7-5 now to Tom Fatal as they put up a dazzling display again on that B bomb site. This Yenny-Wolfie duo is doing wonders for Tom Fatal. Like, they have been stalwart in their positioning, catching every frag that comes their way, and I'm starting to love this. I'm really enjoying this dynamic duo on B.
Scottish duo, that's what I'm saying. They've got that dynamism already just secured into them, and now Milkman Academy, they're on this full eco. They've got 2 Deagles, a P250, and 2 Glogs. They will be pretty much just running into the slaughterhouse, I feel like, right now. There isn't going to be too much going for them. And Tom Fatal just looking to keep as many players alive. That was something we saw do very well by imported talents last game. And well, they're going to own towards this B bomb site as a little bit of a fake. I'm not too sure what's happening, to be honest, because, well, Milkman Academy, they seem to be scattered completely everywhere.
Yeah, they probably should have just grouped up for a pistol round like this, I'll be honest, Freddy. As much as they do want to go for their individual frags, Moz almost catches Wolfie, but he does a nice spin around. And, ooh, that's a good headshot from WFN there, but Mazza quickly closes him up. But yeah, as I was saying, for a pistol round, as much as you do want to maybe spread out initially, go for an isolated player that maybe has overextended on that CT side, you do want to group up, you do want to play for trades, because that's exactly what Tom Fatal did in the pistol round that they won, and you saw how well that paid off for them. As long as you're in a position to surprise with those pistols, it's normally going to be a lot more beneficial than just playing as individuals. No trade potential. But Hasnoodle, great entry onto the Dom box there as Mazza! Oh my goodness, Mazza in for the double! As it's now a 4v2.
Yeah, he's basically got 2.5 there because Synergy's been tagged down as well. They got collateral on that first bullet. Well, hold on a second. Even though Mazza has done everything, it's now into a 1v2. Yenny has 2, basically 1 HP players in front of him. He just has to hit these bullets. The bomb is on the back of Synergy in towards Palace. Yenny, he's going to make some noise jumping off ticket there. Spots out that first gun barrel. Will get this frag. Oh, he's waiting. He's playing trigger discipline. Okay, he'll nail him. And he knows Synergy's Palace. He's hold that. Synergy with the orb. will be looking just to run out onto him. But what an angle from Yenny there. He gives Tom Fatal a 9th, and Mazza yet again just playing unbelievable. And I did say before you to this game, I said, looking at this, you've got Wolfie, and you've got Mazza, and you've got kind of like How's Noodles, that third best player. They're looking to be the ones. If Yenny and M2K step up, you're probably winning the game. Yenny's stepping up right now. He's won that 1v2. He's been really good towards the B bomb site, and he's going to get tested once again here, Tom, with a rush.
Well, you say with a rush. They've actually dived into underpass for the most part, and the two top mid CTs, they're completely none the wiser. Synergy catches Has Noodle, and a long-range spray down from the MAC-10 almost comes into fruition there. M2K does catch one more. WFN will trade on out, and it's a 4 versus 3 scenario for the Milkmen Academy. Yenny. Oh, in fact, Synergy. This is a glorious position. He's gone and got himself behind all 3 of these CTs. This could be the god flank. He does only have a MAC-10, but at the same time, look at this. Nobody's even bothering to check for it.
Oh, no. Say that?
Oh, Mazza! That is incredible game sense. 3v3 now on the bomb. It's just being diffused. They have no idea where they've even planted it. It's going to be a 10-5 half, and what a way to round things out.
I mean, that's very, very nicely done. Mazza checking behind him. Pretty much the most important thing he can do there. And Tom Fatal, they have hit double digits early on. Very nice half from them. And the Milkmen Academy, I said they were potentially the favourites going into this one. It's not looking that way right now.
No, I was always backing my boys, Mazza and Wolfie, honestly. And
I mean, yeah, I was always backing them, but I was like, realistically, you're looking at statistics, and they shouldn't be as favourable right now. But I mean, like, to be fair, what's happening that we said has happened. Wolfie and Mazza having an absolute madness.
I mean, 132 ADR as an AWPer is very impressive.
That is silly. That's genuinely silly. If you've got over 80 ADR as an AWPer, you're playing well. 132 is actually just dumb.
That's like simple-esque carry numbers, man.
Like, it's actually silly.
Just, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can pull out on this T half now, because obviously it's a different ball game, AWPing on the T side. But also, I'm looking forward to seeing whether my theory can be proven here. If the Milkmen Academy, now that they're on that CT side, can claw things back into a fairly competitive second half with that CT side awakening. If they do win this pistol round, that's usually 2 guaranteed rounds. They can probably push that to a 3rd as well with the way that Mirage is laid out. But Tom Fatal, they will be keen to close this one as soon as possible. They don't want to allow Milkman Academy any opportunities to come back into this game. And again, if they win the pistol round, then this will be a tough comeback endeavour for the Milkmen.
I mean, even if they do lose the pistol round, they'll be putting them, and if they get the bomb down, so if, say, Tom Fatal lose, get the bomb down, and they win second round, probably better scenario overall, to be honest. But it's going to be very interesting. We have got a technical pause right now. I think there has... Oh, nope, straight away, going back underway. Perfect, grand. We're going into this now. Nope, technical pause.
Nope, we're back.
I thought they baited us. They gave us a little bit of a lifeline, and they were like, you're potentially going to go and start playing this game. But no, we're back in this. We're waiting. And so far, you were mentioning, and you were saying like a bit of a T side. Why aren't teams picking T side? You know, we could go into it. That's why. 10-5.
Well,
they had a good T side, and they still only get 5 rounds.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I'd say my philosophy definitely works for Ancient. Because the CT side comeback story on Ancient is just remarkable a lot of the time.
I mean, it's one of those weird ones that like you always remember those comebacks, but it's like the amount of times where someone's just got like 13 rounds on the CT side just won because they've got the momentum, they've got the mental game. Especially at LAN, I feel like making comebacks, it's a bit harder because it's a weird one. But going back into this one, bit of a whiffing quite drastically there. And Underpass doesn't even hit a single shot. The A bomb site has been momentarily relinquished by Milkmen Academy. Tom and Fatal trying to hold on to this one, and so far so good. Yenny, he has been so successful for this team, and he'll continue to do so. Surviving. How is he alive for this long? How has he done this? How has he got another frag? He has been the star of this pistol round. It's down to him and Has Noodle against Moz. Moz will get this first frag. All down to Yenny. They've spotted each other out. The bomb gets tapped. Yenny gets put into the open, but Yenny, oh dearie me, he has absolutely obliterated Milkmen Academy. Fair play to him, and he's not one I thought would be doing well this game.
I mean, that's a huge overextension in the 2v1 as well. That was just an unnecessary fight to take. Just bait him into the crossfire rather than going for the swing yourself. But either way, they do win the round off the back of Yenny's fantastic frag. And yeah, he's going 15-8 right now. That's a very respectable, well, KD ratio to be putting up.
He's second in the server right now.
Yeah, really solid stuff. And M2K, well, that's actually Wolfie to steal away the frag with his AK. Why not, you know?
Oh, look at this aggression, though. It will get spotted, and okay, that's actually huge. The fact that Mazza does get that kill pretty much completely changes the round, I feel like. If he died there, the round in pandemonium, you also see that Hasnoodle lost his life in towards middle, and M2K just doing whatever that was, completely ignoring Moz in CT, and well, the B bomb site is Tom Fatal's. Moz,
oh my goodness, that was crisp.
With that deagle, the mini AWP, some will say, is up against 2 rifles now, 2 AKs, Yenny and Wolfie, the Scottish duo. They'll be looking to give Tom Fatal a 12th.
Yeah, this should be packaged up quite nicely for the pair of synergy on that Galil. Honestly, looking for a save here. Yenny, well, he's trying to deny this, peeking out from the ladder room. Doesn't quite see the hedge yet. He sees him in the corner of his screen, but that's what happens when you play 4-3. Does go down to the scout of Mars, but Wolfie, I don't think he's going to get to him in time. That can just be the Galil saving. Oh, they are going to meet top middle. Wolfie's going for the angle, and Mars has just tucked him around the corner, but will go down regardless. No saved over weapons, and that is an insult to injury for the Milkmen Academy. They will just be on, well, are they going to go for SMGs, a half buy, or just the upgraded pistols?
I mean, I think if Milkmen had survived there with that AK, I would have put it in contention that you could be buying into this one.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't think so, and they haven't. It's going to be a full eco. They've got a Deagle on Synergy, Deagle on Dombox, Deagle on Moz, PT50, and then a USP. However, I was going to say this shouldn't be very damaging, but look at this towards the B-bomb side. The Dombox,
oh my
you guys can't see it,
me.
but we can. He's going absolutely nuclear right now. He's got 2 frags, a tag, 1 more. He's lining them up, gets a 3rd, goes for a 4th, but runs out of bullets, and M2K with that Mac-10 is looking to stabilize alongside Wolfie. 2v2, the bomb's down the middle of the open. You've got Whifford on the flank coming in apps, and he could be the difference maker here, but Wolfie, I think he's checking for him, and he will do indeed. Now a 1v2, all up to Arts. They've done so well in this eco, and to be honest, what more could you want? You get 2 frags, and there's only an AK and a Mac-10 being saved over into this first gun round of the second half.
Honestly, that is unlucky for Dombox, though. If anyone else on that site had gotten a frag along with him, that was probably the round for Milkmen Academy. But now, 13-5 down. They're really in the danger zone. We will be in a rifle round here, but the pressure is certainly mounting.
Yeah, double AWP as well coming out, and this time Whiffin is going to do the damage on the CT side, not against Mazza but against Wolfie. Still a big frag to take Tom Fatal in a deficit here. 13-5, they're most definitely in the lead, in the driving seat. Let's see if they can continue, and hold on a second, it does not feel like it's going to be the case. Yenny is doing as much as he can. Yenny has just been unbelievable so far. Like, 17-10, he was not a player I thought would get anywhere near a scoreline like this so far.
I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with Yenny. Do you have any background information on him, or is he one of the new kids on the block?
No, he's been around for he's been around for time, kind of like stuck around that I guess kind of like open playoffs type lower inters, and not really making like huge amount of progression. And he's not normally a huge fragger either. Tends to be an IGL, and I'm not sure. I doubt he'd be IGLing in this roster. So I would assume he's almost just kind of like going.
I mean, I guess it's just like freeing him up for fragging, you know? Because there's a lot of responsibility coming with IGLing. It's a tough gig.
But I wouldn't use that as an excuse anymore, I think, in this modern day. I think saying fragging and IGLing can't be two things together, I think is quite an easy excuse for IGLs.
Well, yeah, you saw Carrigan at the major. My man was entering like a champion. I think that was one of the most exciting. In fact, one of the most exciting games I've seen recently was the quarterfinals or semi-finals match between them and Team Spirit. But enough of that. Dombox will take Wolfie down early doors. And into the 5v4 again we go. CT side proving to be a little complicated for Tom Fatal to deal with. As WFN, he suspects that someone has come in through the window, but won't realise that they're already hugging the right-hand wall. Hasnoodle waits patiently in this smoke, and we'll walk into the open arms of WFN. Lovely stuff there from the Milkmen Academy, and Yenny, yeah, there's no opportunity for a 1D here. He'd have to try and land a jump shot, but already Mazza does take down Moz, but Synergy's there for the trade. And yeah, we're into a 4v2. It's a little bit all over the shop, as you said, Freddy, but that's a pretty nice kill from Yenny. Can he catch the window player?
Yeah, no.
Not quite.
I was gonna say if he somehow got that second kill there, I would have put it into contention. But no, Mazza will lose his life. They've got 6 rounds still in the lead. So they're still definitely sitting comfortable. They're going to be on an ego here. They're going to have 2,400 loss bonus next round. This is something we've seen from Tom Fatal. We've seen them do well on the pistols. Can they do some damage? That's kind of the name of the game because CT side economy is so fickle. It's so fragile. Let's see how it holds up.
Yeah, well, it's not holding up fantastically at the moment. They do have an open 3 rifles, but the MP9 on Moz is a sore outlier. And with Tom Fatal on the precarious pistols, I mean, we've seen what they can do with them before. If they can deal anywhere near the amount of damage that they've been doing previously, then yeah, they will... Actually, I'm lying about the CT economy. Moz is just keeping that MP9 over as a bonus weapon. Arts has got 4k.
What?
But yeah, that was a Glock. That was a Glock,
P250
Freddy.
dink from Hasnoodle and then a Glock kill onto Whiffen. That's the AWP now in the hands of Yenny. Not an AWP by nature, but he's going to hand it over to Wolfie here. See what he can do with it. And, oh, this is going to be very interesting. They've got 4 players all in towards underpass. Moz has aggressed middle, so, like, they know that Tom Fatal are underpass. They know exactly where they are, and now that's gonna make the Milkman Academy force themselves over towards the B bomb site. It's going to be the 3 pistols entering. See if Wolfie can do anything. Dombox close on this apartment. He's good for 3. Will get traded out effectively. And Wolfie, the fact that he gets 2 there, and I don't think they save the AWP over either... They don't get the AWP. That's actually quite huge. They have money to buy back into it, but it's not ideal. 2 kills and no AWP. I feel like that is a win for Tom Fatal.
Yeah, that was a decent round. And bear in mind, they only had, what, 1 upgraded pistol? Like, or 2 Tech 9s?
9 and a P250, I'm pretty sure, and that was it.
Yeah, so for that investment, finding 2 kills against fully armoured, fully buying players, they can be pleased with that. But Tom Fatal now, they do lack utility in this round and already proving to be a problem as Wolfie dry peeks straight out into middle, gets taken down by WFN. And, well, Hasnoodle will be prying in towards the apartment early. Does have the Dom box to deal with. Are they going to anticipate him in this window position? Well, he sees the edge of him, catches the frag and looks towards short as Arts falls as well. 2 beautiful entries onto this B bomb site and a swing past the window. Will spot WFN on the AWP as well. Completely cut off by the smoke wall, Freddy. This is looking like a very solid round for Tom Fatal as long as they can deal with this Apps flank.
I think they will because look at Mazza.
Yeah, like, perfect spot.
We've seen him deal with flanks before and, well, today is not going to be any different. Very nicely done. 14 for Tom Fatal. And we were talking about the economy. It's looking pretty decent so far for Milkman. They only have 1,400 loss bonus. I think that's the one key thing to look at. So, Moz and Whiffen, good they have. If they didn't say these 2 weapons, it'd be in a bit of a shambles. But Arts can drop over to Dombox. He can buy himself, but that's an AWP. That's no AWP. Moz is close to Yenny as well. There's a very high chance that Moz could lose his life here, but no, okay, that's a very weird angle to hold. But the fact that Maz is able to hold that AWP over, and Milkman Academy have to buy 4 weapons up, this is going to be a weird one. And, if they lose this round, they're going to have no money next round. Tom Fatal, they've won the game.
Yeah, well, as we said, we're ebbing closer and closer to that home stretch. 14-8 right now. Just 1 needed to guarantee overtime and 2 for the win. And with Milkman Academy really struggling to pick up those vital gun rounds against Tom Fatal, it doesn't really matter what state their economy's in if they can't pick up this one. As you said, if they lose this, they lose the game. And Tom Fatal, well, they'll be laughing all the way to the bank. WFN peeking out of connector in front of that smoke. I won't be catching anyone just yet, though. They don't go for mid-aggression in this round. Instead, they send Yenny on a solo mission towards underpass as the rest of the squad look as if they want to hedge their bets towards this A site. It could just be the smoke execute here. But having said that, they've only got 1 smoke left on that T side. Not that it matters, as Yenny catches Synergy off guard. Actually. That's a fantastic frag to be finding. And it keeps the CTs guessing.
Man, Yenny's been so good this whole game. He's really impressed me. And look at Whiffen. Whiffen is just running around. He has to check middle. He's scared. He's getting flashed in now. And this is the perfect time. Tom Fatal, they hear that flashbang. They're going to start walking up. Moz on a very nice off angle on top of Firebox here. Smoking towards Palace. That's actually going to that's going to neutralize some angles.
Oh my god,
look
the
at this
spray.
from Moz. How has Moz done this? He's done so well, but Mazza, even though he is smoked out, he still will go huge. Arts up close and personal, but it does not matter. matter. Mazza's got 3, could potentially even be getting 4. He's been so good for them time and time again. 24-14. You said he was good on this map before, and well, he's proving it. Finally does get neutralized. He gets put down by the Dombox, and he has to go for this Dombox. He has to try and retake. No kit though. Molotov exposed onto his firebox. Doesn't see anything. He's got a smoke for the bomb, but again, no kit. Very nice post plants from the T side, but hold on a second. This 1v3 has suddenly turned into a 1v2. Kit picked up. He's picked up. He's smoked off top con. M2K has to run through the smoke. He's sticking the bomb. The Dombox could be on for a 1v3. He's gonna get it. Bomb has been defused. Oh, no way. Even though Mazza tried so hard, the Dombox will secure himself a 1v3. The one player you do not expect to do well on this Milkman Academy side will do so, and he keeps them alive for one more round.
Not only that, he decapitates the man through the smoke with a USP to add insult to injury. What an incredible round there for the Milkmen, keeping this game in their stead. They're still at a 5-round deficit, but if they can pull off a little bit more of a convincing round win, then we could be seeing the comeback coming into fruition. Synergy now from the connector, holding down that top mid aggression, sees the flashbangs raining down, but doesn't catch a player off guard just yet. Instead, it's Wolfie over towards Palace, who could be dealing some decent damage towards these players who aren't looking in his direction, but he decides to halt himself. He's not going to over-aggress towards this A site. Instead, he waits for all of his teammates to stack up towards the A ramp. As Moss, that is a precarious off angle to deal with. That is not often a place you'd expect a CT to be holding from.
That's the problem. Like, you stand there, one flash, look at this flashbang. He's going to come in right now, fully blind.
That's not a flashbang, Freddy. That's a smoke, but that's the flash.
And he will get fully blind. He's going to fall off. He fails a jump. Smoke in front of him will not be able to do anything. Bit of a bad jungle smoke as well. That's one thing to look at. They've got a player in CT, player top con, and they will have another one coming CT here. Dombox, he was the hero of last round, surviving. He's allowed for the rotation to come in. Wait, someone just jumped in a sandwich. Synergy, what are you doing, you madman? He's just going before any of his team. 2 players in CT, but Arts has dropped the bomb in the middle of nowhere. Mazza, so scared of the flank. There's 35 seconds left. They don't really have the time to be able to play with this. Dombox, he was on the boost, though, in towards CT. They've knocked him down, so they know there's at least one more player there. And Arts all by himself now.
He's got the bomb, though.
He has the bomb, but the problem is, it's like, how much can you really do there when Wolfie, the Scottish madman, advanced one-pin superstar, will just go and nail your head off. 15-9, Tom Fatal. They're looking like they're going to win this.
Yeah, that was a great swing. But otherwise, coming into round number 25. This could be the final round of play, Freddy. Tom Fatal have looked incredibly strong, and with one measly A1S on WFN, yeah, the Milkman Academy, they're seriously going to be struggling here. Although, this is a fantastic bit of aggression with Moss finding the opening kill. Oh, WFN, that is just perfect. He found the bomb, but doesn't realise there's already a player inside apartments. M2K swivels back round, a very important frag to be finding. It's a 3v3. It's 3 Deagles on this Milkman Academy side. It's going to be a tough, tough road to recovery. But at the very least, Mazza's only on 7 points of health. They're frantically scrambling to try and get back to where the bomb has been dropped, and Synergy, as he makes his way through underpass, could well catch M2K off guard. He's not looking in the right direction just yet, but they're not going to overextend. And oh, the shot, the opportunity missed, narrowly missing a headshot, instead clipping the shoulder of Synergy, leaving us still in this 3v3. But look at the timing for Wolfie as well. It's just so unfortunate.
Like, I don't think they know he's there, so he's not actually revealed himself. He's going to be able to lurk up towards this B bomb site. They're going to flash out Dombox. He hasn't been checked. Oh, dearie me. M2K does not clear towards that car position, but still Wolfie's going to finally reveal himself. He's coming in from short, but Synergy. No. Oh, what a shot. Very nicely done. Mazza with only 7 HP. It's all up to him. Dombox has retrieved himself an AK-47, and he will put it to good use. He clutches that up. 15-10. Tom Fatal, that should have been that round to win. And now look at their money. It's nowhere. They're on double eco. They have to buy up here. These rounds will get a little bit close here, where Tom Fatal would not want it to be.
Man, I mean, that's a great recovery there. Awesome underpass push as well to find the bomb initially. And Moz's opening 1D, I mean, that really just set everything into motion. Mazza decides to tickle his toes in the Molotov.
Quite a bit.
Down to 57 points of health early doors. That's like being hit by a scout. But Moz...
well, he's been hit by more than a scout
now. A lot more. Moz and Mazza, a tale of two A tale of two fraggers. Mars has not been doing too badly this game either. 23 and 20 as Wolfie almost catches a frag, but cut down by Synergy. As Synergy, oh my goodness, he goes huge towards Connector, and it's a 1v to add insult to injury, leaving just Yenny in a 1v5. 3 players below 20 HP. But it's not going to matter unless he can start capitalizing. WFM, the man to hold the angle. One of these low HP players does have the right angle peak advantage, and Yenny will fall to him. 11 on the board to the Milkman Academy now, as they are seriously looking like they could bring this to an overtime now.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think, so this is going to be an eco. So Milkman Academy kind of gifted this 12th round here now. And then what I'm looking at is that this gun round. Where are we going to sit when we get to round number 28? That's going to be the big, big difference maker. We're either going to be sent home or we're going to be going to potential overtime. And as I said, pretty much eco's coming out. You got dual Berettas on Hasnoodle. The smoke's being used to deny that Molotov. The nade is phenomenal. Dombox has got support from his Irishman in the form of Arts. And, well, this is beautiful.
Oh, no!
Though, he wants the kills for himself. He's going to actually wallbang Arts through Yenny.
Wow. That was
a weird one.
That was quite something, Freddy.
That is quite something.
You know what? All is fair in eco frags, you know? You just got to get as many eco frags as possible.
Yeah,
you got to pump up the stat line.
Yeah, I mean, the economy is good, because like, if they lose the round, they lose anyway, so they don't need to be... I mean, you ought to be, like, if they lose the York, they won't be able to buy back into it as much, potentially. It depends how many people
I mean, that was a costly death.
But look at this one now, Tom. Look at where Tom Fatal are. They're already grouped up towards the B bomb site. They've left
no
Wolfie.
util, though.
Yeah, I mean... They're going to have to pop straight into it. M2K's got a smoke. Maz has got a smoke. They've got 3 flashbangs. They're going to brute force into it, it feels like.
Yeah, and Dombox with that grenade, he could really cause a lot of trouble here. Sees a pixel of the bomb carrier.
Okay.
That is a fantastic grenade, but Hasnoodle doesn't give a damn. That's a great one-tap onto Art. Cannot double entry this time, but M2K is there to help on out. Gorgeous B-side take here, and Wolfie, well, he keeps top mid-present. Synergy will be walking straight into him, and I think this could be it, Freddy. Tom Fatal in a 4v2 at a 15-12 scoreline. They're looking to close things out here and now, but Moz does catch Mazza. The Orc rattles off another shot, but can't quite find the frag. Needs to hit a shot sooner rather than later as that timer ticks away, but Moz, he's going to catch one more. But Yenny, thankfully, behind the bench position, catches another. WFN, it's a 1v2, and what a headshot on to Yenny, sees Wolfie as well, can't quite catch the frag just yet, and with that timer ticking away, he does have a kit. Is he going to stick it? Taps the bomb, Wolfie doesn't swing. Oh no, what is going on here? WFN does find the frag, but does he have enough time, Freddy?
Wait, why has Wolfie just done that? Okay, Wolfie has... Okay.
Okay.
Wolfie.
Okay.
Right. Andrew, why have you done that?
Oh
Andrew,
my
that was
God.
Trolling. Andrew, you actually trolled there. But no, it's fine. I didn't even know what to say. He could have just used his AK and won the round. He gave a frag away, but no, that will be Tom Fatal winning this second game we've seen on stream today. Tom, that was a pretty good game, but we still got a lot more in action. Don't go too far. I won't be here, but Tom will be here to guide you through. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys after the break.